Okay,
Hi,
hi, how are
Don.
you? My name's
Hi,
Don
Don.
Burnstick. Great to be here. Those of you who are muted, I mean, unmuted, mute yourself, or else I get to hear all the stuff you're saying and yelling at your kids, "Go on, get out of here." I don't know. I'm just joking, but anyway, great to be here. Welcome to my home. Yes, this is my home, the home of Don Burnstick. Me and my dog are here. It's Charlie right here. You guys want to say hi to me, Charlie? This is my roommate, little French bulldog. Hey, this is Charlie. Yeah. That's my buddy. Anyway, I understand you guys had a hard week in dealing with the issues that are at hand, and they're very, very trying. And I just want to speak on that a little bit before I get started saying this. And I want to acknowledge the bravery of my sisters, all the sisters. I've been in this business for 35 years. Actually, 37 years ago, I was in treatment. I was in rehab, and I'd sobered up 37 years ago. So I've been in this business a long time. And initially, when I first got in this business, it was just to sober up our people. But when we realized after we sobered up, many of us, man, we got a lot of issues. And so it's like peeling an onion. And some of us just weren't capable of doing that, men, right? So who stepped up? The woman. Right? The huge, powerful movement in the 90s, women's wellness. And the women's wellness were big movements. I remember when I first started doing my comedy, I used to go to women's wellness, and it was huge. That's where I started doing the 5 ways women's laugh and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool. I'll do that tonight. It was a powerful time. And the women were the ones that motivated us and pushed us to this wellness, to this place, eh? Because men, we don't do wellness, eh? And that's one thing, that's my message to men. We got to catch up, right? Brothers, come on, hey, be world's best Uncle Dad, right? Like we got to catch up us men, eh? Because I go to men's wellness, 5 men show up. 5. One's a band counselor, one's married to the organizers. He's got to be there, and then 2 are court ordered, that kind of stuff. All I'm saying is we as men, we have to catch up. Eh? We got to get well, and it's okay to do that. So I'm wearing my shirt acknowledging Uncle Dads, not just stepdads, eh? Because I've been a stepdad, I've been Uncle Dad. I'm talking about the uncles, eh? I'm talking about the brothers of the single moms, the men who step up, eh? The men who step up. Because we always hear about deadbeat dads. Well, what about the men who step up? And I made this T-shirt in honor of them. Also, I made another T-shirt. These beautiful sisters, eh? Look, Ultimate Auntie. Yeah. And these are actually ladies cut. They're V cut. I'm not doing a sales pitch. I'm just showing you these T-shirts that I got made. And I love Auntie ones. And that's what the whole thing is about. So I have these T-shirts on my website if anybody wants to get one. But I'm promoting wellness and laughter, and that's what the whole T-shirt is, And I've been doing laughter for about 25 years now, and laughter is good medicine, and we all know that. And we will laugh at anything, regardless of what has happened. Even this last 2 years, we've found laughter, eh? Even with this whole COVID stuff, eh? And this is not our first disease, right? Our people, we've always dealt with this stuff that comes to. But we're strong, right? We know how to deal with this stuff, So, and when COVID first hit, man, they told us to sit still, be still. And us guys, we know how to do that. We can see still in a fast, in a hunt, fishing. We know how to stay. And who lost their mind? White people. White people lost their mind. You know what? When what triggered them? They didn't like it when the government started telling them what to do, eh? You got to stay home. You can't do anything. You can't spend your money. You stay home, but you can't do nothing, And then, you can't tell us what to do. And I'm going, hey, now I know what it's like to be Native. we couldn't do all that stuff until recently, right? So anyway, and then I'll prove it. How white people lost their mind. I'll prove it. I'll say one word, and you guys all nod, okay? Toilet paper. Remember when COVID first hit? Holy cow, white people went crazy buying all the toilet paper, Walmart shoppers, every store. White people even came to the reserves and bought our toilet paper. I'm serious. They bought all our toilet paper. Holy. And I'm yelling at the white people. Hey, white guys, you can't get COVID through your bum. Put it back. Everybody was freaking out. Eh? But you didn't freak out? Us guys. Us old school indigenoursers. Oh, yeah. You know why? We went old school. You know what I mean? Yeah, we did this. Hey, remember this? Oh, you remember this, eh? Look, I'll bring back some memories. Watch this. Remember that sound? Oh, remember this? Remember that sound on Slop Hill? I didn't like using newspaper because it turned that brown spot black. I didn't like catalog. Catalog was slippery. And some of you older people remember those days, right? You know what they really like? You know, we just had Christmas a while back. Christmas, we get those oranges, right? And each orange is wrapped with that soft green paper. Ooh, I call those the slow wipes, eh? And every Christmas for a couple of weeks, we had slow wipes. And even us guys, Indigenous, those oranges, I found out when I became an adult that they're called Mandarin oranges. What do we call them, eh? Zap oranges! There's certain things that are unique to us that are really different to other people. Like white people don't get us, eh? You know, they don't get some of the things we do. And clearly we don't get what they do, eh? You know, like white people, they don't understand, like, how can we all fit in one car? You know, it's easy. Kids, get down. You know, they don't understand why natives get really excited on the 20th of every month. You know that, right? You know, and we don't get them. We don't get white people. Why they get paid and they save their money. I'm saying they're like chipmunks. They get paid and they save their money. Stocks, bonds, save, and then they get so old, somebody else has to spend it. Like, why? You know, not like us guys, eh? Natives, we get paid. Oh, it's gone. Walmart, you know, KFC, pizza, bingo, BLT, that's it. And we're broke for 20 days, but we have fun, right? And that's how we are. We're just different, eh? And you get see the differences when COVID hit, eh? And all the rules and everybody kind of just got all selfish. And what did we do? We said, elders, come here, we're going to take care of you. We gathered our elders, and that's what we do. That's instinctive. It's in our DNA. It's in our DNA. We protect our elders, we protect our children, and we protect our women, right? That's in their DNA. So that's what we did. And we've lost elders, but we've also saved a lot of elders. In my community, through what we've done and our love with elders, we took care of our elders, which is really cool. You know, and the other thing is all these rules came in. They said mask. Nobody knew what a mask was. Everybody's doing this with their shirts, and everybody's freaking out. So of course, you know me, I'm a guy with my own mask. You know, so I'm gonna put my hair in a ponytail for a second here. I want to show you this. What I did, because I couldn't find a mask. Nobody had masks. You can't even get them at the health center in the band office. So I went in my underwear drawer. You know, like my boxers. Hey, go by. And then a clean, no brown spots. I checked. Charlie checked. I checked. So I'm going to show you how I did my first mask. I took my underwear like this. I put it over my head like this. Oh, and there's a mask. Look at that, eh? And if you're going to go outside, you know, and you kind of want to, you know, you're going to go in a band office or reserve store, you know, you put this over your head like this. There you go. That's the mask that I first wore when COVID hit, eh? And then all these rules, eh? Like, you know, social distance. Like, what is that, eh? You know, like 6 feet, a hockey stick. Like, what's that? For me, social distance is, if I'm wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask, and I fart, and you can smell it, you're too close. Oh, back up. You're too close. That's what social distance is, eh? And then hand sanitizer. Oh, my God. Now, I haven't touched alcohol in 37 years, okay? I haven't drank. But my hands fell off the wagon. These things, I've had so much hand sanitizer. Man, I'm in a lineup and all of a sudden my hands get drunk and they want to fight. They want to get all frisky and grab something. They act drunk. Settle down. So now I got to put my hands in treatment. But that's just making fun of this COVID, eh? And all these strange people came out. You know, the worst one, the weirdest one. Donald Trump. Holy cow. Now that guy was a weird guy, man. I got to stand up for this. Donald Trump, he's not even white, eh? Donald Trump's not white. He's a different color. See, actually, he's this color. This is white, eh? Every morning, Donald Trump has 3 choices. He's going to paint himself orange, peach, or Don Burnstick brown. That's what he does. I think he's a wannabe Indian. Donald Trump is a wannabe Indian. I believe that. I think he's acting like a chief from Alberta. Look at him, the way he stands. Look at him, the way he walks like this, like he's constipated. He's holding back something. You know, he's acting like a chief from Alberta, Donald Trump. Look at him. He's got 6 kids from 3 different women. You know? He got the best job. He became a leader, and he hires his kids. Like only chiefs from Alberta do that. But man, he sure led his people different, eh? You know, he does some crazy stuff. But one of the craziest things he did is he told his followers, if you want to kill COVID, drink bleach. Drink bleach. And they did. Many of his followers drank bleach. They got sick and they had to go to the hospital, right? You know, and I got to tell you this, you know, I've been sober for 37 years. At the end of my drinking days, I drank a lot of stuff. You know, I even drank Lysol. Yeah. But I will not drink bleach, okay? Donald Trump, you guys party too hard. Giving her on bleach, holy cow. This COVID thing, it's weakening, eh? That's what they're saying. Omicron, I caught Omicron, eh? I dodged COVID for 18, 20 months, and then I caught Omicron just walking past somebody. I had my mask, but now there's a weaker one, so it's getting weaker and weaker, so I think, you know, it'll go away eventually. But 2 years long enough, eh? And we got locked down, man. We have to lock down people. And a couple of things happened when we locked down. First thing is there was a breakup, eh? You're going, oh, I'm just sick of you. Get out of here, go back and live with your mom. And they do it, you know. The other thing that happened is a lot of new babies. Oh, yeah. If you're going to isolate, you know, something's going to happen, right? There's a lot of new babies being born. And what happened with me, at first, I sat back and I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn about everything. So I wanted to study white people. Eh? I wanted to study, you know, that culture. So I watched everything about white people. I even watched a documentary that taught me everything about white people. Eh? The documentary was called Tiger King. That's neither here or there. But what I did, like same thing, they told you stay home, don't go anywhere. So I sat down on Netflix and I ate. And I almost ate myself to like sickness, right? I got really big. I got 240 pounds. I almost got diabetes. And then the second phase of COVID, 10 months ago, I went on a diet. And I started exercising, went on a diet, and I lost 70 pounds. I lost 70 pounds. Look at me, look. It's almost gone. Hey, like I lost a lot of weight. My numbers are good. Everything's good. And the thing was I didn't want to be heavy no more and diabetic and all that kind of stuff. I just didn't want to be sickly. So I got well. You know, I always talked about wellness, so I better start living it, right? So I got well. And that's the most important thing is I could have stayed there and on my chair and watched TikTok and Netflix and ate myself, you know. But I decided to just get a little bit proactive in what I do. And what I do is I like making fun, joking about situations, joking about things, because it's a hard time for us, you know. This thing is we're sitting at home. The one that's hard for the kids, you know. But hang in there, kids. Hang in there, you guys. You know, it's a good time, you know, because you're sitting at home with your parents and your elders. And it's a good time because you've learned things from your parents and your elders that you haven't. You actually listened to hear things. And you got something that you're never, ever going to get again. You're never going to get this again. And that's time. Time with your parents. Time with your family. Because when we open up, poof, you know as well, you're gone, right? We're all gone. I'm gone. Everybody's doing shows. So I took this time to really take a look at myself, really bond and connect with people who are important to me. That's what self-development, I think, really is. So I started doing that, and then coming up with some new comedy bits. I always talk about uncles. Everybody calls me Uncle Don. I went from being cousin. Before that, I was the Redskin guy, you know, because titles change and political and names. And my first comedy CD, actually, I was looking through my stuff. I found this. This is my first comedy cassette. Check that out. That's my first comedy cassette. Look at that. Look at that mustache and that mullet. And this is called You Might Be a Redskin. I heard this comedian, this Foxworthy, he talks about rednecks, white guys, and it was funny. So I started talking about Redskins, you know. I just wanted to give you a couple of Redskin jokes, you know. For example, if you point with your lips, you might be a Redskin. If you have a blanket for a curtain, you might be a Redskin. If you're the toughest kid in grade 6, because you're 18 years old, you might be a Redskin. Oh yeah, if the most violent day in your community is election day, you might be a Redskin. If you start a bar fight and your wife's got to finish it, you might be a Redskin. If you go to an AA meeting because you have no coffee at home, you might be a Redskin, right? And that was me. That was all jokes about my life, right? I remember going to AA because I was so hungry. I just drank coffee, right? Much of my humor is about our life and talk about my life. And by talking about my life, I realized I was talking about our life as Indigenous because we laugh, man. We laugh at anything. Our culture laughs differently than other cultures. And I noticed this, especially when I'm doing shows, because I found lots of people coming to my shows now, not just Native. When I first started, just Natives would come. Now, lots of white people, Muslims, Asians, Black people coming. And I watched their laughter. Oh, man. And the ones that really have a hard time laughing, white people. You watch white people laugh when there's people of color around them. They look like this. They sound like the one. and they're really uncomfortable. They don't know how to laugh. Laugh is an emotional, physical, spiritual release. And when you release pain, stress, and under all that is joy, love, and happiness. And you have to release it. You either yell, cry, or laugh. It has to come out. So I laugh, right, to bring out that stuff. And when you hold back like that, and you're folded up, you're literally constipated, right? The best laughter I've seen are Black brothers and sisters. I've seen it. I've actually made a room full of Black people laugh in a barbershop. I walked in the barbershop. I thought it was a hair, because I had a show, right? I had long hair. It was a Black guy's barbershop. And all those guys had clippers. And I went, oh, sorry. And I was going to back up, and they come walking toward me. And oh, sorry. And they said, no, come on in. And they call me brother. Oh, hey, right on. They call me brother. I said, yeah, I have long hair. I just wanted to get a cut. Oh, yeah, the ladies will take care of you in the back. So I went in the back and had a salon. And pretty soon I had 30 Black people. And I was doing a show for them. And this is how they laughed. They started like this, and some were like this. Some were holding and all of a sudden, and this is how my Black brothers said, and they start running. They take off. I was standing there and had my robe, and I'm doing this and pointing, and they're going, and they're just running and jumping and everything, and it was unreal. And then I see somebody said to me in the audience, I don't get it. See, but it's a cultural laugh. The only other beautiful laugh that I've seen in all my years of doing this, us guys, our people. When I started this, I remember we were called Indians. Remember that? And then we went Native, and then we went First Nations, Aboriginal. Now we're Indigenouses. I can't even spell that, Like, leave us alone. Like, just call us original, Hi, I'm Don. I'm an original. I just happen to be Cree, Like, that's what we should be called, as an original, But anyway, I love how we laugh. It is so gooder, The shy ones, The shy Indigenouses. And they always are, and they get really shy to use two hands. I love the tongue laugh, not even. They always make these sounds like, not even. And the tongue comes on the facial, and all that kind of, it's awesome. And that's an Indigenous, and the straw. I love the big cousins, Oh, when they laugh, their shoulders, their head, just sweat comes up. That's just sweat and air. No sound, just air. You're like, breathe, cousin, breathe. And when they laugh like that, it's awesome. And then they wipe their sweat. And I love that laughter. It's so good. But the best laughter I've seen in all my years, it was at the Women's Wellness. I did a show there. I walked on stage. I said, how do you ladies have husbands with flat bum? All of a sudden, and all these sisters started laughing. And then it just took off from there. And I watched all my sisters from all over Turtle Island laugh. And I came up with this comedy bit called 5 Ways Native Women Laugh. And it took off, So I'm gonna do a little bit for you. But actually, it's about 8 ways. I added some more, But our sisters are so beautiful, And I have to break it down because they laugh about 4 seconds, When a Native woman laughs and she catches her breath and goes up and continues, there's about 4 or 5 seconds. There's 8 things that my sisters do. Don't matter what tribe you are. Hey, Métis, Treaty, in Bill C-31, don't matter. It don't matter. You all laugh the same, my beautiful, beautiful sisters. And I'm going to honor you right now by doing this. The first thing a Native woman does when she sees or hears something funny, now watch this, the eyes. The eyes will get big. Yeah, and instantaneous. And then all of a sudden, their head goes back and they make the sound. Yeah, the eyes. And then their head goes back. And then they give you one clap. Now, the cool thing is if they're sitting beside their best friend, they'll make that sound and look at them. And they'll look at them. And they start leaning on each other. And they're leaning on each other. And that's beautiful. And they start, that's you. He's talking about me. Not even, that's you. That's you. Your kids smell like that. And it's funny. And then they start grabbing each other, laughing, they're pointing at each other. And it's so beautiful. And then they go, oh, oh. And they grab their side. Oh, my side, my side. They grab their cheeks. Oh, my face. Oh. And all they got to do, they want to keep laughing. They look at their friend. And they look back and they laugh harder. And that's the beauty of our sisters. It is such a, and nonstop. And their cheeks are sore, stomach sore. And then they take off their glasses and the most beautiful thing happens. It's so beautiful. They do this. Ooh, ooh. And you wipe your eyes from laughing so hard because you cried. Okay? That's laughter. That's a healing laughter. That's a powerful laughter. That's a medicine laughter. That's a laughter that's spiritual, the elders told me. That's why I do this, eh? You know, my elder said, make them cry, Don, make them cry. Because if they cry, somebody up there is hearing them. And usually they'll really pay attention if it's a laughing cry, if it's a happy cry. Because most of our cries are sad, right? So when they hear a happy cry, they pay attention. And that's why I do this, eh? Because it's really powerful. And I make fun of everything. Like I love our kids, but I think kids today are spoiled and they're lazy. Look at your kids right now. Yeah, you guys are spoiled and lazy. You don't believe me? Go look at your Xbox. Look at your phone. Look at iPhone 13. They have everything. Like, why? What do we have? We were outside this time of night. Remember that? We came inside, our snot was frozen, you know, our feet were frozen in bread bags. Remember our socks and bread? That's what we had. Those were times. We went outside to play. We came inside when we were hungry or we were cold, eh? And we warmed up. We went outside some more. Kids say, go play outside. No, it's cold. It's snowing. And that was fun for us. Over the years, technology has really spoiled our kids, eh? And I do a joke about kids, and I'll give it to you about why kids are spoiled lazy, okay? And it says everything about who we are. Hey? There's two native kids, they're arguing, 7-year-old boys. And one boy says this, oh yeah, my dad can beat up your dad. And the other boy is, yeah, well, your dad is my dad, you know? And that explains everything in a nutshell, right? You know, because that's why our boys are the way they are. They're really disenfranchised, you know? By the time they come men, who's our dads, right? You know? So we have uncle dads. So I took it upon myself to become uncle to a lot of these young men, you know, that need mentors and role models and somebody to kind of look up to. You know, I might not be the best one, but at least I'm somebody, you know. So that's what this whole thing is about. And I was talking about these young people, and what really ruined them is cell phones. Eh? Cell phones they really kind of changed it. Now everybody has them. I have it. It's part of technology now. It's part of life, right? They say it's an appendage. You know, like a finger is an appendage, eh? Nose is an appendage. A phone is an appendage. It's part of your first thing you do when you wake up, grab your phone, eh? Remember a long time ago, we would go to the bathroom and stuff like this, you know, and now it's like, I'm gonna text somebody. Hey, somebody's knocking on the door. I gotta get in there. Remember going to the bathroom with no cell phone? No, it's coming with us, right? You know, our legs go numb, get all tingly. It's crazy. It's silly, you know. But the cell phones have done, you know, harm, I guess. And they're younger and younger. I know 2-year-olds, that can grab an iPhone, cry for it, turn on apps and play games and watch videos. A 2-year-old. Man, when I was 2, I was eating my snot. I had a pamper down by my knees. And no kids can do this. And the sad part and scary part is the kids see stuff on there on these cell phones. And you guys all talked about that this week. Don't need to talk about it now. But I'm just saying that it's really different, eh? Young people today, and the attention span. When I was a little boy, I could go sit and listen to elders talk for hours, and then we went and played. But I could sit for hours and talk and listen and just listen to them talk. The technology, like for example, TikTok, the average video is 30 seconds. And some of you don't even watch the whole video. You just flip up, right? So the attention span is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Some of you aren't even sitting there listening. Some of you got up already. So I'm just saying that, eh? I'm just talking about like this. If we could just sit and pay attention, it'd be awesome. Not just to me, but to elders and to the facilitators and to leaders. It would be awesome, eh? So that's why I do this thing. I just want to talk a little bit about our social activities, because we've always had these things. Because our people, we lived in bands, we moved around and we met up with other bands, and we had these sporting activities, cultural activities, spiritual activity, and then powwows and all. And so we traded goods. And then there's also courtship, eh? There's courtship, and then relationships and arranged marriage, and then dating, and then it evolved into snagging. You know what I'm talking about, right? And young people today, they miss that. Now they're on those dating apps, eh? Now they're Snapchatting, filter and putting dog ears and a tongue on there. Like, that's not dating. Like how we dated. Remember us guys? Remember you cougars? Remember you aunties walking around the big top, eh? Remember the guys? Remember you uncles, eh? The uncles walking around with the ball cap, eh? Acting all cool like that. And you had all these cool uncles, eh? You had these uncles. You had the greasy uncle standing like this, eh? Hey, go tell her I want to talk to her over there. Remember those guys? They're sitting at the drum, eh? They're trying to have cool. And these were courtship times, eh? The thing about our cultural events, many young people miss out on these things, eh? They miss out on these fun things, eh? Like, because they're busy on this, eh? And you're going, hey, look at that dancer over there. No, I'm on my phone. Hey, there's a good song over there. No, I'm on my phone. Hey, there's an elder over there. No, I'm on my phone. And we're missing this, eh? The young people are missing this. And all I'm suggesting is young people, put your phones down and just look up, look around. They say in about 30 years, young people are going to have a posture like this, eh? Because their heads are always down. You're going to be walking around like this. Like think about it, And so I don't like cell phones when people come visit me. When you walk into my house, there's a basket and there's a hand sanitizer, there's smudge if you want. And then there's a basket for cell phones. If you're going to come visit me, come visit me. They're going to come. Some people go visit, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? And they're busy looking for somebody on there. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, sometimes those things hurt, eh? And the most beautiful thing that we're missing out is that connection with each other. And that's what I miss. I enjoy doing these things because I know people are on the other side listening and watching, but I miss the connection. I don't know when to take a break from laughing, because some people might be laughing. I can take a drink, right? I don't know when, so I'm just going to do it, right? So I'm talking about these uncles, eh? And the one uncle that I make fun of lots, because I was one of those uncles, is these guys, eh? And these guys, they sit at the powwow, eh? And there's always, they're called drum jumpers, eh? They jump like drum, and they hook up with one drum, and they sit there at the powwow. So all the other drummers leave them. He has to watch the drum. You can't leave the drum alone. And so all the other guys go for a talk, or they go for a walk, whatever. And this uncle is sitting there, and he knows he's being watched. So he's got his uncle glasses on, He knows somebody might ask for his phone number. So he's got his phone. This is the uncle. These are the uncle. This guy is so good. He's got hickeys. These uncles are so good. They got hickeys from multiple powwows. That's a good uncle. I was a good snagger back in the day, but I was not that good. I didn't have multiple hickeys, right? And these uncles, they have no idea, because outside they have these beautiful, they're doves, and they're circling around the arbor, and they're doves of love and symbol. Some are hawks, hawks looking around, and some are eagles, being symbols, soaring around and overlooking everything. And some are doves just looking for love, right? And these are called aunties. And I love these aunties, and I made t-shirts on it, and I want to talk about these aunties. I love these aunties. These aunties raised their kids. They were good to their man. For whatever reason, the relationship ended. And now these aunties want to go out and have some fun. And I understand that. I have sisters and friends like that. And these aunties want to go down the bed, and they do a certain, and they want to go back, but they go snagging like they used to. And things have changed. And one of the things that's really cool is I love, you can tell the aunties, the snagging it, because the auntie buns, see the first bun right here, the low auntie bun. These are the ones that bun sits ever so gently on their shoulder, you know, and these ones always wear ribbon skirts, you know, and they're ready to shack up, and they're very graceful. They're very unassuming. They won't approach men. They won't talk to men at a public event, but they will Facebook them after. You know what I'm talking about, right? The sneaky, quiet snaggers, called, you know. And then there's the other ones, the mid-ante buns. The mid-ante buns are the ones who recently just broke up and they're, I'm going to go out. And they put on their tightest pantses. You know, they still have their tattoo, you know, either on their knuckles or the back, you know, and I'm going to, you know, and they know exactly what they want and they go looking for it. The ones that are really scary are the high ante buns. These are the aunties that want to be seen. They have the high buns. They want to be noticed. I'll show you. These aunties, I don't know how they do it, but they get their hair a certain way, and then they do this with it. It's a really high bun, really high. You know, let me try to make it. And it's a high bun, and it's really high, and they want to be seen like this, boy, holy. And it's got a satellite dish in there, and it's looking for uncles, And I love these aunties because they tell you what they want. They'll even post it. I'm gonna go and snag, you know, and it's awesome because that's what it's about. We gotta express. If we want to be happy, I want to be happy, you know. If I want to be alone, I don't want to be alone. You know, it's about that time, because the whole thing about being quiet, you know, even lights off, like that's all suppression, those people suppress us enough, you know. The whole thing about natives, you know, be quiet. No, you know, like now the white people are trying to be like us. I'm serious. They're trying to be like us. They're trying to protest. You see how they're protesting? I'm gonna drive a truck across Canada. That's crazy, You know, and the government, those rednecks are all, hey, like, what happened if it was natives? It would be a different protest, We wouldn't. So I don't want to get too political here, but I'm just saying that's crazy, man. White people are just a little bit different. The thing that they understand about our celebrations, I love how we celebrate. I'll tell you a couple things about myself. Aside from being sober, I'm also I'm on a wellness kick. I lost some weight, and I'm also a powwow dancer. I wish I was a hoop dancer, but I missed the hoops. But I'm a powwow dancer. When I was a little kid, I really loved powwows, and I really enjoyed still going to powwows, but I always wanted to dance. So I got a chance to. Now, I don't know what the protocols are out there, but out here, you can't just go jump in a powwow. You can if you want. But if you want to be a part, you got to be initiated. So I went through this whole initiation process. I had to have a special and invite all these dancers. So I had this big special. You know, at powwows, they have a special and everybody gets mad. Oh, they're having another special. Those things take too long, you know, and everybody leaves, right? And then the family has a big special. Well, I had a big special. It was me coming out. And it took me about 5 years to get my outfit together. Blackfoot, Lakota, Cree. I had a bunch of friends help me with my stuff, right? And then finally, I'm a traditional dancer. So here I am. I'm at this big powwow, 1,000 people in the audience, 1,000 people. I'm standing there. Now my outfit, double cut beads. If you go on my Facebook, there's a picture on there. Shiny. I look like a Christmas ornament. Double bustle. I'm painted up. The elder painted me. Oh, I was smelling. Oh, warrior. What? You know, like, and I had my 2 buddies beside me. I looked behind me. There's 50 dancers. Everybody stood up. My late brother, Jason Goodstriker, late great Jason Goodstriker, he was the MC. He said, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up and let's welcome this powwow dancer into the powwow circle. Hookah. And then they started, you know, and I looked at my friends. I said, I forgot something. I said, what? On the regalia? I said, no, I don't know how to dance. I was so busy getting my outfit together, I forgot how to dance. I kind of basically knew the basic, but I didn't know how to dance. I danced powwow like a white guy. I told my friends, and they said, they're starting. You know, I said, no. I danced like, you ever see a white man dance powwow? Like this, And when they get kind of confused, they hold their arms up. That's how I was. And pretty soon they just give up and start walking, and I always walk. You know, and that's so they started, and I was doing this. My friend said, stop. listen to the drum, feel the drum. All of a sudden, pretty soon we all did this, right, and all of a sudden, ooh, and then we're going around, and I'm doing this. Hey, I'm dancing. And they said, no, you're not. I said, we're going to give you instructions. I said, okay. What do I do first? They said, band counselor, keep your beat. So I keep my beat there. And then they said, band counselor. I'm like, what's that? Stick your belly out. Oh, okay. Back up. 2-turn band counselor. Oh, okay. And then they said, act tough. So my arms are out. Act tough. Look mean. So I got to look mean, eh? How do I look? I look like a power dancer? Bobblehead. Oh, I'm bobblehead. Okay, bobblehead. Look mean. Band counselor, stick my arms out. And then they said, look for change on the ground. Oh, okay. No. Yes. And that same thing happened with my sister. She was teasing me, how my initiation was. So I went to hers. And she put on a jingle dress dance, and her dress was a little too tight there. When she zipped it up, her jingles went this way. So we had a good laugh about that. We still tease each other about that stuff. I really love what we are. I love who we are, you know. I heard one elder speak, and it was powerful. He said, we are the world's best environmentalists. It's not just you that's sitting there, eh? Not just you. It's your parents. Their DNA, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, all that DNA, all that wisdom, all that love, all that culture is in you. It's in you, eh? All that love, all that laughter, it's in you. It's passed down to us. All we have to do is just find it. Eh? Go in here and find it. And that's why I do it. So I pray, I share, I cry, I laugh. And that's what I do to find my joy, you know. I got to tell you a story. There's this guy, okay? He's a white guy. Oh, yeah. And like I said, white people, they don't understand us. They do different things, eh? And we do different things, you know? Like, for example, white people, they have the alphabet, okay? The alphabet. A, B, C, D. Yeah. That's the alphabet. You know, and what I told them is that we have our alphabet. Yeah, we have our own alphabet. It's like this. It goes A, B, C, U, I, C, RCMP, VLT, BINGO, KFC, no GST. Yeah, so that's that. And, you know, that's our alphabet too. The weirdest thing about white people, I studied these guys. They do some weird stuff. The weirdest thing they do is they talk to the police. Yes, they talk to the cops. I've seen it. You go to Tim Hortons, you're in line and you see the cops all sitting there in the morning. White people are really friendly. Eh? Oh, hi, enjoy your donut, hi. They tell the kids, hey, yes, Timmy, go say hi. Yes, you can touch their gun. Go ahead, yes. See, and that's how white people are. Okay, bye-bye, and it's pretty freaky to watch that. They're so friendly with the cops. Eh? And behind them, further in the line, us guys, a couple of Indigenous guys. You know, and we step up, like this, say, and the one behind the counter, can I help you, please? And we're with our cousin, because natives never go to Tim Hortons alone. We always got to have somebody with us, right? And our cousin's like this, and he's trying to read the board. I don't know what I'm going to have. I lost my INAC glasses. You have no money. You have what I buy you. Okay, I'll have a double. And the good eyes stands there and he's ready to order. And I know, and we're us Indigenous, we don't have to turn our head to look, eh? We just go like this. And and as soon as he sees them, freeze. Right now. And he turns multicultural. Right there to warn his cousin. He turns into Jean Chrétien. Cops are sitting right there. Don't move. Let's go. So we get out of there, and it's different. And I don't know why that is. What well, I know why it is, but for me it was conditioning. Because on the res we had that big car, you know, and we all jumped in, and the kids were all in the back, and everybody's driving. You know how it is. They're driving on the res. You're leaving the res, and all of a sudden you get on the highway. And the car is smooth, you know, and going like this, you know. And you ever notice when you jump in a car, natives, we're always going to town. We're going to town for a pack of smokes because the last cigarette is being passed around the car. Save me a drag, you know, don't get it hot, you know. And then with a license of driving. And then one of the good eyes sees the cops coming up the highway. Cops! Cops! And this is what happens. Remember us guys, kids? You guys get down! Get down! We're all the kids in the back. No, cops are gonna get us. That's what happened to me, right? So whenever I see the cops, I'm like, oh, get down. I always hear my mom yelling at us like that. And it's those kind of things, you know, that bring back those fun memories, you know. And I think that's really, really important to do that. I remember I was working with one family and everybody's just sitting there, and we came from a pretty hard session, you know, pretty hard counseling session, and I grabbed some pillows. I went through them in the living room. What are you doing? What are you doing? I grabbed one in the room, grabbed some more pillows, and I had a pillow fight. I started a pillow fight, and that's all it took was just throwing some pillows around, you know, and everybody laughed and the tension. So it just takes something like that, you know, even like making panic with them. I started flower fight. I ended up cleaning it up, but it was easy. It was easy to clean up because it was fun. You know, it's fun. And if we're going to get dirty and fun, we're going to get messy and fun and have, but it's fun. Even cleaning up can be fun, You know, I've always kind of done things that way. I've never always been a fun guy. You know, I was pretty manic addict one time, you know, but then things just changed, I'll give you a tip, okay? Because all of us get attacked on social media, right? We put a post up, we share an idea, and then there's somebody here, I'm going to get you. So my response to that is I just tell them, you know, you were mad long before you seen my post. So just comment on that. You know, you were mad long before you seen my post. That's how you just kind of deflect it. It's like this. You just kind of deflect stuff. And when I go into my band office, I don't go there very much. When I go, I just kind of just maneuver through this stuff. It's crazy. So that's basically how you function. And right now, what we're doing with all this stuff that's going on, we have to get focused. We have to get strong. You know, I want to tell you what helped me get strong. It was my elders. My elders told me how to do that. You know, they told me how to get strong. They said, first thing you got to do is not be so serious. Because when I first sobered up, I got to be sober. Hey, spirituality, smug, all this kind of stuff. And then I lightened up. It was kind of like, you know, when you go to a crap, you just push. If you push too hard, you're gonna hurt yourself, right? And same thing in life. If you push too hard, you push your job, you push your relationship, you push something, you're gonna hurt yourself or somebody, right? So just take your time. So I started just kind of making fun of things, you know. And then I was talking about white people. Like white people, another weird thing they do is they cut their grass. They get a machine that costs a lot of money. They get gas, and then they cut their grass. All summer, these white guys do that. You know, and what do? Us guys, when it's springtime, we come outside. Oh, it's springtime, yeah! I'm gonna cut the grass. And what do we do? Matches. I'm gonna burn it, right? You know, and we always, you know, burn our grass. That's how we cut it. Not that we don't have lawnmowers, we just burn our grass. And there's always one cousin, He always comes running inside like this. He comes in for backup, Hey, you guys. Hey, I was cutting grass by myself. The wind sifted. It's coming toward the house. It's gonna burn the steps. Come help me. And everybody comes running. They got jackets. They got fighting the. It's funny, man. It's great. And then they call for backup. Hey, you guys, come help me! All you powwow dancers, and all the powwow dancers are trying to get the backfire. Look at this one. Crow hoppers, finish it off. Yeah. Round dancers, right there, those ashes. Round dancer, and all of a sudden the métis guy comes in. Here, I'll help out. And there's a métis guy wanting to put out the fire. And every family has a white guy, and white guys can't dance. Here, I'll put that out. Here you go. That's how white guys dance. It's just taking one thing that we do as Indigenous, burning our grass, and throwing a bunch of stuff on it. And we laugh at stuff. We don't take life too serious, and that's what's really, really, really important. Don't take life too serious. I want to tell you that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us as Indigenous people. We showed the world how to love elders. You know, we did. We showed the world how to take care of our elders. Yeah, we lost elders with COVID, but man, we sure took care of them, eh? You know, and I'm really, really proud of you. I'm proud of us, you know, and I hope we get acknowledged for that day, for how we showed people how to take care of old people. You know what? I don't have to talk about what we did. You all know what we did, you know? So I'm really, really proud of you. And one day we'll talk about this, you know, because for me, this is my third one, It's my third pandemic. It was remember SARS and then H1N1 and now COVID, COVID. And soon it'll be gone. I hope. What I don't get, you know, I argue with these guys, on my res and even my family, these non-vaxxers, Oh, I'm not gonna put that in my arm. I don't know what's in there, and I'm laughing. I'm going, hey, bro, pay attention. You grew up on bologna. Do you know what's in bologna? You grew up eating wieners. Do you know what's in boiled wiener water? Look at the top of boiled wieners. You grew up eating that, and you're not going to put a vaccine. You know, and I love these guys. They're going to follow you. They're going to put a chip in your arm, and they're going to follow you. I say, hey, bro, man, it takes about $10 to $15 million to put a chip in your arm, align it with a satellite, and follow you around, And the government don't care about you. They don't care about us. Then what are they going to do? Follow you to Walmart and back to the res? Come on, take the shot, If everybody got their shot when they're supposed to, I think we would have been done earlier. And that's just my own humble opinion. I don't want to be too political about this stuff. But it's now you got all these crazy white people going across the country. Like it's nuts. You know, this whole thing that's one thing that COVID did is it showed how crazy people are. And what it did is it showed how calm we are. Yeah, we're calm people. You knew exactly what you have to do, a task at hand, my sisters. And I'm so proud of you. It's so, and I want to let you know, I'm with you on this walk. I may be not walking beside you, but I am on this walk. I am with you. I am walking the sisters out there, I do feel those truck horns when they go by and the triggers and all that stuff, I am with you. I love you. And I'm praying for the over 2,000 that are out there. And I'm with you. And just like when I'm with you with the babies at 8,000, we got to all do this. And why is it in our time, Why is it happening? But I'm glad it is. I'm glad that it's happening now to us. Because I'd rather it happen to us than our kids and our grandkids, Let's not burden them with this. Let's deal with this right now, And it's cool, man. It's exciting. You know why? Because Native awareness is at its height. It's peak with the bravery of the residential school survivors, the missing and murdered woman, brave sisters, those babies, those man, they surfaced at this time. Those 8,000. It's our time. It's exciting and it's powerful, man. It's really exciting time. Like even the Pope is coming. Holy cow! The Pope is coming. I'm a recovering Catholic. Okay. That means I used to feel guilty for washing myself. Oh, I'm going to go to hell. I'm washing it just felt so guilty, right? But I'm a recovering Catholic, and I was really indoctrinated by that religion. But I really believe that why do they have own Jesus? Why do they own the prophet? I think we all had prophets. I think all our people had. I think we're all children of the Creator. They call him God. Why? I think Jesus was native. When I take a look at it, take a look at it. Like he never combed his hair. He walked everywhere he went. He barely had shoes. He got backstabbed, by his friends. He didn't know who his dad was. They're like, come on. So I even make fun of that stuff because at this time, some people might got offended by that. But in the same way, 35 years ago when I joked about alcoholism, because I had just recovered from alcoholism, in the same way that my marriage ended and I joked about dysfunctional marriage in my apartment. And I used to make fun of dysfunctional marriages just to talk about those issues. So I made that Jesus joke just to get people talking about the Pope's coming and we got to deal with this. We have to. We got to be ready. We got to be ready. So us infighting, ban politics and everybody, you voted for them and all that. We got to put that all by the wayside because we got the world watching us right now. And it's a good time. It's a good stage. And I'm so proud of the Chiefs of Ontario. And you guys are leading this, because we're not doing this out here. We have little pockets, but we're not doing what you guys are doing. So I'm really proud of you. Keep it up, okay? God bless. Thank you for having me. And I hope I get to come there and be with you live in person. because alive with laughter, interacting, and I get to give you all these cousin t-shirts and all these cousin swag and ultimate world's best Uncle Dad t-shirt. I can give these to the brothers. And again, I'm not knocking deadbeat dads. We did that lots. Let's talk about the Uncle Dads. Let's lift up the brothers. Let's lift them up now, eh? Enough about bashing it. They know who they are. But let's talk about the single dads, the ones that are raising their kids. Let's talk about the brothers who are helping you, single moms. Let's talk about us guys who marry women who have kids and who love their kids. Let's acknowledge those guys, right? You know, so that's what I'm doing now. So thank you for being a part of my journey. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. God bless. Peace.